Okay, here we go. I done tried to record this like 3 times. Okay. And then Q won't get on live and shit, so I had to stop him and watch his fucking video. But anyways, I want to talk about the meditation session I had before my name reading, which kind of opened the door to my name reading and me actually accepting everything he said with open arms. And then the experience that I recently just had, which was crazy. And I want to connect them all together and tell you guys how I feel about it, because this is pretty much how the information Q gives me. I try to take in that information and really apply it to myself, my inner self, my outer self, and like I take his information and apply it to myself, right? And how you can spread and help other people, right? This is all what this is. Anyways, what do you need? You don't need nothing. You don't need nothing. Go on to your room. Bye. So, my meditation session that I had before the name reading, I pretty much was having this meditation session because I was lost within myself. I wasn't trusting myself, and I was still holding on to things mentally that wasn't going to be manifesting things, and I've been kind of scared to take on my own actions and to trust in my own self, because I have never really done that before. Even though I done shit and ain't trusting myself, like I was just doing shit, but now I'm doing stuff consciously. So I don't know, it's kind of scary because I've done this before and I thought I was conscious, but I obviously wasn't, and now I'm on a whole new level of consciousness, and I'm like, what if I'm not, what if I'm repeating myself? So anyways, that's where I'm at, right? So I'm over here meditating, right? And I'm just like, I know I have some issues with self. Like I need to learn how to trust self, and I need to learn how to let things go. So basically that's what the meditation was. And I do know that when I am crying during my meditation, that's a ritual within itself, because that's a form of sacrifice. So what I was saying was really coming from the bottom of my heart. So of course I was crying. And I also know that I've also been working with the whole feminine energy of God, if you want to say, if that's what you want to call it, our source. So I feel like kind of in a way I needed to prove myself, I do. I feel like I kind of needed to prove myself. So anyways, I'm there crying and trying to figure it out. So I was actually using meditation this time as a method of letting things go and not manifesting. So yeah, and I end up seeing Isis. How she came to me, I don't really know. I don't really remember, but I know that she was present. And when I saw her, she was cocooning like coo, like who, and that made me think of like her not having an identity and all that, like who. And you know how Q talks on about things and things. I'm looking out here. I know I'm supposed to be looking at y'all. I'm gonna try to be better, but I just think better when I'm looking out here at this beautiful scenery I'm looking at. But anyways, instead of this little black hole, but I've been I knew. Okay, she was cool and shit, right? Which was very scary to me. She looked kind of intimidating. But the energy that I was getting from her, I knew that she was a motherly, loving energy, something that I wanted to hug and kiss her for some reason. So that's kind of what I did. I went to her and I hugged her just because it felt like that's what I should have done. It was just familiar, like automatic. I kind of felt like Horace sucking on his mama's titty. Like, that's the feeling I got from it. Like I was a little infant sucking on my mother's breast. That's the embrace I got from that energy. And then I was kind of crying, and I believe I was just telling her my issues, but she already knew what it was. She laid me back, washed me in period blood, and Q has talked about this, and like maybe I'm gonna go and try to find a clip, but maybe his going from the top of his videos, maybe the third one, he talked about period blood and how that carries, that plasma or that blood carries sacrifice of eggs. Like the sperm didn't get an egg, and that energy is being sacrificed, and those spirits are within that. And I was trying to let something go, so I felt like whatever she took away from me, with that period blood, she put something in. She replaced it or cleansed me. Washed us in the blood, Kanye West, shout out to him. She cleansed me with a new spirits. Like, and Q also talked about this too. This is kind of when you're cleansing your chakras, what are you replacing it with? You know what I'm saying? Like, you cleaning stuff out, but what are you replacing? What are you replacing what you just emptied out with? So that's kind of what just popped up in my head when I just said that. But anyways, continuing on, she washed me in her period blood, and I just knew it was period blood for some reason. Like, I didn't feel like it was blood that she done killed niggas and sacrificed them for. I felt like it was from her sacrifice, the sacrifice of her. So I was grateful for that. And then afterwards, she got her beautiful big wings and hovered over my sacral chakra and started to heal my sacral. 2 to 3 days after this experience, my menstrual had came, and I haven't been on my menstrual for a good 2 to 3 months, which is not uncommon with me having this birth control on my arm. But yeah, so that happened, and then I got the name reading. So that opened up a door for me just accepting God that beautiful message. So recently, and then Q had Q had shouted me out on his last video, and then he talked about Oya and real energy. I'm gonna actually insert a comment on Oya and the real energy. The whole that whole video he made was hella right. Like, everything he was saying was resonating with me like I lived it before. But real energy, this is a comment that I had from him in the past about real energy and how it was very much present in me. So I know everything that man is saying is true, like no other. 92 hertz, and I don't get that same reaction, and I only don't get that same reaction because I've been working with my real energy. How I have been working with my real energy? Well, when that shit happened and I noticed that it was present in me, it was funny because that I get was, I don't want to go too far into it because it kind of goes into a sexual energy thing also, but that, because it was a root chakra thing, that real energy is something that I've learned to work with. And how I've learned to work with it is to not try to escape it out of me. I literally work and talk to it and identified it and gave it a name and learned to love it. So that's how I not only know what that man is talking about is true, know that it's present in me, but I've actually worked with the real energy present within self. So yeah, and how those orishas and Oya and that whole real thing, that's very much true. But I didn't even know the connection of the real energy in me, and he definitely just let me know that shit. What else can I say? Let me tell y'all the crazy shit that happened. So, okay, I'm here in Puerto Rico. I live in a condo. We're on the 17th floor. As you can see, I have this big old patio door right there. So, y'all, the other day, a fucking pigeon gonna come and fly through the fucking door. But y'all, I ain't never experienced this before, so it threw me the fuck left, bitch. It threw me the fuck left. So when he came through the motherfucking door, he came and he just flew, and he tried to like escape through the other window because I guess he thought it was like the exit, but he just hit that window and was like scared in the corner. Anyways, I didn't get the bird out the house, bitch. I ran away from the bird because I don't do birds, you know, I don't do that. But my children's father ended up coming home and had to get the bird out the house. It's okay. Okay. But yes, the pigeon just came through, like, what the fuck? So I go and I research the representation of the pigeon, and it's connected to Ishtar, Isis, Shiva, that whole energy within itself is connected to Mother, bitch. So, and it's funny because the pigeon was just chilling here in the house, and it's like I was chilling with the pigeon, like I was kind of scared, and actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of like the meditation section. I was kind of scared of the whole thing, but like it wasn't nothing to be scared of. And then when the pigeon, the pigeon was here for a good maybe 4 hours. Like, me and him was chilling together. I wasn't messing with him. He wasn't messing with me. We were good. We were like this. You feel me? Like, But yes. And I saw the connection of the pigeon to mother and all that, and I looked up the representation of that. So that sparked up something beautiful in me, that just to know that every decision I'm making is right, it's aligned, it's connected, it's what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like that was kind of her approval. But yeah, it was crazy. Okay, so I still haven't booked a consultation section with Q. I honestly feel like I haven't done it because I'm making excuses for myself. Financially, I'm not really in the best place, but I have money coming in, so that's an excuse that I'm making up. So, and then I feel like if I do talk with Q, I ain't gonna know what to talk about. I ain't gonna know what to say, but I feel like it's so much to talk about. Maybe I'm just making up excuses. So, that's a promise I made to y'all that I haven't done yet, but I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna spend that $75 and book a consultation section. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like talking to yourself, but in like a, the dark side, like he the dark version of you talking to yourself. And then it's good when you're talking to him because he's he's the version of you that you're unaware of. Does that make sense? Okay, I really just convinced myself to book a section now. But yeah, this is where I've gotten so far with this whole little thing. I have nothing else to say. I just have to talk. That's all I had to say. I talked about my experience, the information, and how I kind of apply it to my current life. Definitely comment if you feel called to, if you want to speak to a sister. And subscribe. If I go back there and check, they're yelling, but she's yelling at her sister just because she's a tourist. Just because. But yeah, comment, subscribe if you feel called to. More is coming. More is coming. This is the beginning. This is just the beginning. And I said that last video because I mean that. Period.